Welcome to the 2009 Pemba Open kitesurfing event, held in magnificent Murebwa Beach, Pemba, northern Mozambique. Fast gaining recognition as the new kitesurfing destination in Africa, Murebwa Beach in Pemba is just a short plane ride from South Africa to some of the most pristine kitesurfing beaches on the planet. 36 international entrants made the trip to Pemba this year, and with good winds leading into the season, the event promised nothing more than fantastic kiting. Now in its second year, the Pemba Open has gained momentum rapidly, growing from a humble local gathering into the international kitesurfing festival that it is today. Five days waiting period for the best winds, and the event kicked off in style with the Governor of Pemba on hand to officially open the festival. With the formalities out of the way, it was on to the business end of the event as the freestyle got underway.
Welcome to the Pemba Open. We've got some nice wind out, conditions are looking really good. We're going to be starting the first heats in half an hour. And yeah, everything looks cool. Looks like all the guys are ready. They're just doing the heats now. And then yeah, the guys are putting on a good show. So enjoy.
Some good wind in the early round saw some massive tricks being thrown down, and some early standouts were already beginning to emerge. Some local talent on the rise, and Rui Vieira, a Mozambican national, was making his presence known early on. Another rider making his name was Swiss national Rito Gula. A very fresh style of riding with lots of speed and big airs saw him make his way into the next round, along with South African pro rider Tara Niehaus, who was throwing down everything he had in his arsenal to impress the judges.
Welcome to the Pemba Open. My name is Rito. I'm coming from Switzerland, living in Cape Town for about 5 years. I've been kiting for about 8-9 years already.
I'm Tara Niehaus from Cape Town. I've been kiting 7 years. Been on tour for about 5 years. Come down to Mozambique to come compete here at the Pemba Open. One of the best spots I've been at. It's awesome. We have such a big area, long beaches, white sand. Definitely one of the top spots I've been at.
It's a beautiful setup, and Carlo, which is the owner, has organized this very amazing event. So Carlo really has done a very good job in setting up the whole event. So there's DJs playing, and there's a lot of local people that came also to the beach. So it's just entertainment. So we're able to do some little jumps also on the beach. It's a really good vibe. People from all over the world came here to participate, and it's just fun.
Flat water, you've got your reefs on the outside with the waves. Wind's always consistent, warm water, you don't need your wetsuit.
Kitesurfing is total addiction. Everybody has the same feeling, the same addiction of the wind, and that's what's the beauty about it. You're looking outside, looking at the trees and see the trees moving, and you get addicted and you want to go into the water. And you feel like free, it's like a bird flying in the sky. It's amazing. It's all your work pressure goes away and you just express yourself in the water as you want.
The best thing for me about kiting is just getting to travel. I really enjoy traveling, seeing the world and just being able to live outdoors, chill on the beaches, spend every day in the water all around the world. I think that's what does it for me, eh?
For parameters, you definitely have the speed, just cruising over the water, and also like flying and doing a lot of tricks. Also when you do kite loops, you got a lot of shoot, you feel the power of the wind, you feel the elements, the water, and you feel the wind. And you're part of those elements.
Just to have a free ride session, just to go out there and enjoy myself is pretty much what gets me going.
Sure, I mean the beach is a playground, and what's very nice with kitesurfing, you can travel to many different countries. I've traveled the world all over, and it's a way actually also to get to know the people, the culture. People are looking for new destinations to come. It's just a very new destination, Mozambique, for kiting. I mean, it's warm water, it's everything here.
So as the saying goes, make hay while the sun shines. And with good winds forecast in the early rounds, organisers were keen to get as many disciplines complete as possible. The downwind racing was up next. A 12-kilometre course for kiters, and with winds dropping in the afternoon to 12 knots, it was time for the big kites to come out the bag. All the riders getting off okay, and they set their lines to the lighthouse point, where they'll have their finish in sight. First over the line wins the prize. On board with Carlo Macchiarulo here, as we see the speeds these riders can get up to. Carlo, a pioneer in Mozambican kiting, leading the kiting revolution from the front. As the winds began to drop, some riders were finding it difficult to continue, being fished out of the water by the safety boat. At the finish to the race, and we see a handful of riders making their way around the point. Wind still dropping off, making it necessary to do lots of down loops to maintain speed. At the front, it's speed pro Tara Nihas in the lead with Rito Gula on his way. Rito with a larger kite taking the lead in the dying stretch of the race here. But an error from Rito sees his kite in the water, opening the door for Nihas. But Rito managing to right himself, crossing the line to take the downwind race by the narrowest of margins.
Here we are, not too much wind, but still cool. We had a nice race. Nice. Having fun. really run the race with it. We've just finished the downwind dash. I came in second. The wind was really light. I think it's about 10 to 11 knots.
Yep, we made it. Woohoo! One of the 6 survivors.
It's an interesting race. In the beginning, I was quite a little bit strong. I had an 18, so I was good. I had a lot of power. But then the wind really dropped and we had to work our kites. We had to do lots of down loops, and just before the finish line I actually dropped my kite and I was lucky to get it up again. And Lighty was on my back, so he almost catched up, but finally was able to go through it and make it. So we all had a good time here in Mozambique, Pemba. Pemba Open! Woohoo! What's up, big? Woohoo!
Quarterfinals of the freestyle and good wind in the early stages gave the riders the conditions they were looking for with some big air. We caught up with Rui Vieira.
For the first 3 days that we were here, we had hectic winds, 35 knots plus. We're all flying 6, 7s. Everybody's mad. I mean, we've got this Belgian guy that's completely barking mad. He's got a couple of names, mad scientist, stretchy, duct tape, whatever. He's just the craziest and the coolest ever. Pulling kite loops with the 18 and handle passes. Mad guy, completely mad. See a group of kite surfers on the beach, it's like a tribe, you know, everybody's just so chilled out, laid back, smile on their faces, you know, you can't help but smile when you're kite surfing, especially in a place like this with, it's fantastic. I mean, he's got the perfect setup, world-class beach, crystal clear blue waters. I mean, the freedom, the sense of freedom, you know, it's just you and the elements, it's heaven on earth. Every kite surfer's dream. Espero ver-vos para o próximo ano em Pemba e espero que a gente vos consiga entreter. Tchau, boa noite, boa tarde.
So, with the light and wind fading fast towards the end of the day, the semi-finals saw some fantastic riding. Standouts were the ever-present Swiss Vito Gula, but a strong challenge coming from Lighty Niehaus and Sin from South Africa, setting up the showdown for the finals.
Pemba Beach is the perfect place for kites. That started last year just to gather together all the riders who kite surf in Mozambique. This year it went international, became a 5-day event. We've managed to get people from South Africa and even some guys from Europe to come and join us for this awesome event in this beautiful venue. We're on Pemba Beach, which is a fantastic beach for kite surfing. And that's why we chose this location, right in the middle of this beautiful beach, for Il Pirata and Pirate Kites. Basically, it all started by chance and it became a cool kite destination. We are trying to promote it internationally, and we try to attract people to come and kite here, because northern Mozambique has awesome winds to offer, awesome conditions for any kind of riders, from absolutely beginners to guys who want to progress to the pros to show their best tricks when the water is really flat for the freestyle. We've got an awesome situation of tide and lagoon, so protected water. We have basically the spot changes as the tide changes. So we go from super flat, choppy, and got great conditions on the reef. We have set up a very nice restaurant, the best pizza in town. Some say the best pizza in Mozambique. And obviously we got plenty of chill out areas and things to do and relax and just enjoy the beach style, the beach life, which at the end of the day is why we're all here. My lifestyle of kite surfing is related to the wind. So we either hang out on the beach waiting for wind or we're out there kiting. That's all we do. And that's what we love to do. So hang out with the mates, wait for the wind. When the wind is on and when the pressure is on, we're out there. And we give our best to enjoy this great sport.
Final day saw light winds for the slalom race, 10 knots and gusting, making the going quite tough for riders. Twice around the course and onto the beach will take the wind, and speed merchant Tara Niehaus wasted no time, taking to an early lead with the Swiss rider close behind. The wind's playing havoc with the racing as Niehaus has to tack back to shore, missing the buoy and letting Gula through to take the lead. He's not going to miss this chance and sight the finish as Niehaus rounds the can. An ecstatic Gula kisses the beach to claim yet another title. Some great racing here at the Pemba Open. winds dropping off completely for the final day, the kiters took time off to introduce the sport to some of the locals and enjoy some of the attractions that Pemba has to offer.